So I think that's a good time to then just jump straight into the wall proposal by Donald Trump. Do you think it is an effective strategy, and why do you think he wants to build a wall?
Well, I mean, I can't speak for him. I mean, I think it's his suggestion of a wall, at least from my professional opinion, is an ignorant statement, because what we've seen is that a wall is practically not only ineffective, but it's almost impossible to complete. We already did this in 2006 with the Secure Fence Act. We have over 600 miles of border that's already barricaded, and some of the issues that came out of that were topography. There are simply just places you cannot build. I mean, we have mountain ranges, you have rivers and what have you, or water flows. You have all kinds of different natural occurrences that make it virtually impossible to put an artificial edifice there. The other thing is you have to deal with it. They came up with the 2006. The reason why they only had 600 miles was because you have private property, and you have ranchers and farmers that are claiming eminent domain and saying, why are you building into my property and you're not going to compensate me enough to do so? The other important element is that you have in southern Arizona, you have the Tejano reservation that borders, and that's that's sovereign land. So that's going to cause a whole other bag of issues when we talk about legal, political, and even to an extent social, because here we are going to ask a reservation of Native Americans to forfeit land for the government again, right? So we know that history there. So the issue here is that there is already a quote-unquote barricade on parts of the southern border, and the lessons we learned from that is that to build across the entire nearly 2,000 mile range is virtually impossible. So the fact that he's arguing for a wall is not only redundant, because we already have a barricade there, it's again speaks to ignorance, because like I said, he has not really taken into account the lessons that were learned from the Secure Fence Act of 2006. And this was just really quickly, I mean, just to add to the historical aspect of it, this is also not a very new idea. There were talks about building a wall during the early part of the 20th century because of the Mexican Revolution, because of the fear of violence, and because of the influx of refugees coming in. But for the most part, military officials, military officers all argued that it's going to be too much. Actually, the main argument they made is that it was going to be too much and too difficult to do. And the Corps of Engineers expressed that when they did a very basic evaluation of it.